Hangout is live on air. Whoa, shoot. I spilled water all over myself. Welcome to the Network Marketing Insider by Swiss Gold Global, number 197 on this fantastic Freedom Friday, December 4th, 2015. And somebody's not getting an invitation. Sometimes Google Plus is just a pain in my rear end, but that's life. So here we are. Sorry, that always distracts me. So did you know that after you subtract out all the time that you spend sleeping, all the time you spend commuting to work, all the time that you spend working, all the time that you spend running around doing all those things that you have to do every day, like feeding your face, making the food to stuff your face into, grooming, bathing, running the kids around, shopping, banking, all that stuff, that most people by the end of the day have like but 1 or 2 hours left for themselves to do the things that they like to do. And that even if they had more time, would they even have the money to do anything that they like to do? Well, we have a system for you to own your life, to get control and to own your life again by building a home-based business. One that is so simple that anyone can do. And the best part is, it doesn't involve any selling, and it doesn't, and it won't take up very much of that very little time that you have right now. But what it will do is it'll allow you to gain back more of that time that you don't have right now. And isn't that what everybody wants? Isn't that what we all want, John, is more time? I mean, more time for your family, more time for your, yourself, more time for everything, right? That's what we want in this world, is more time. However, the problem is, what good is more time if you ain't got no dough, right? I mean, shit, there's plenty of people out there that have all the time in the world that ain't got no dough. It's called unemployment. But what does unemployment get you? That gets you a ticket on the couch in front of the TV with your Obama phone, feeling like you're a big shot, okay? What owning your life gets you is a ticket on the beach in front of Mother Nature with your cell phone left up in the room because you don't want to be bothered on this beautiful, glorious day that you're having a good time with. That's the difference between owning your life and, well, having more time with no money. So anyway, John, how you doing this morning? What do you think of all that?
I'm doing fantastic, and I think all that makes perfect sense. What do people want? More time, so that's freedom to do the things that you want to do. The $1,000,000 question, though, is if you had all the time in the world, would you actually have money to do the things that you want to do? So what Paul's getting at here is what network marketing is basically, it's a system that is, it's actually very simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's just something that you have to work at and learn, and it's so simple that really anybody can learn how to do this. That's kind of the awesome part about it. So with that, good morning, everybody. Paul and I had an opportunity to talk a little bit last night about what we were going to go over on this Hangout this morning. And it's actually something that we covered on a Hangout, probably 6 months plus ago is when Paul probably introduced this concept that I'm going to toss it back over to you to get into here in just a moment. But, basically what we're going to go over today is putting some order and structure to your days, to your life, in order to realize that time freedom that you're looking for, and also to kind of maximize in I guess, most efficient amount of time, the most kind of productive way that you can spend your time to kind of maximize the hours of your day to make the most money you want in order to maximize the time that you have free. So with that, I'm going to toss it back over to Paul because I really believe you're going to like the concept that Paul's going to kind of lay out here.
Awesome. John, did you were you on Jeff's call this morning?
Actually, I woke up when the invite to the Hangouts came to my phone. So I've only been up for about 5 minutes.
That would explain
midnight oil, though. I was up working until about 1:30 in the morning on the computer last night.
Yeah, well, that would explain the if those of you who have been here before, that would explain the sort of brain staggering that's going on from John right now at the moment, which
Yeah.
is normally John, but that's okay. Well, the call was awesome, and it actually, obviously, of course, because of the law of attraction, is the perfect setup for what you were talking about. And so I'm going to run through this real quick before we kind of get into that, because it leads us right into it. And what Jeff was talking about this morning on the call, the Street Smart Business call, which is kind of what this is all about, is a street smart business in the form of network marketing as a vehicle to achieve financial freedom. We're talking about the 9 critical areas of success, right? And so the 9 critical areas where you as an individual need to develop your skills, so to speak, in order to become a success, right? And he was applying it because obviously this is the end of the year. There's only a month left to go. What are you doing now to make 2016, the most amazing year ever in your life, right? And he was saying that, look at these 9 areas and grow your skills in these 9 areas, and that'll help you, lift off 2016. So number 1, obviously, entrepreneurship. Interesting thing about entrepreneurship is there's, plenty of, I guess, wannabe entrepreneurs out there, plenty who claim to be entrepreneurs out there. They'll say they're entrepreneurs, but really aren't doing it. And a lot of people think entrepreneurship is, this big old star-studded, flashy, cool thing that's going on. But what it really is, being the kind of person who can roll up your sleeves and go to work with a goal in mind without ever knowing if you're ever going to make a freaking penny out of it. Right? So that's entrepreneurship. Number 2 is leadership. And that's, pretty self-explanatory, being the person that, can guide other people, being sort of a standout in the crowd. That's kind of leadership. The next one is salesmanship. And that is, developing your persuasiveness, the proper skills that you need to present yourself, to deliver the presentation of you. And that is leadership. These are all learned skills, okay? Salesmanship is a learned skill. Leadership is a learned skill. Moving on with the rest of these as all learned skills. Number 4 was money management, or some people might call it financial acumen. Creating a better understanding, ways to better understand the numbers, where your money is, where it's going, et cetera, and so on. The next one is customer service. And this one's interesting. It applies to all business. I was thinking to myself, how does this apply to my real estate business? It doesn't really mean customer service. I mean, because customer service, what he was saying is that, the sale doesn't end, quote, with the signing on the dotted line or, the money going into the cash register. And I was like, well, for us, it kind of does. But then I was like, wait a second. No, because the customer service and what you continue to do for somebody after the sale, that customer service equals referrals. All right. And referrals are the easiest, best business you can have. The next one is operational efficiency. This is working harder, not smarter. And basically, I added in this. He didn't mention it, but I added this in. Operational efficiency is, quote, creating systems. Okay. The next one is delegation. And this one was very interesting. Delegation, not abdication. Okay. Most people, when they, quote, delegate out a task, they totally give it away. Okay, there it is. You go take it. I'm done here. And then when that person who they delegated to fails to deliver on that task, Well, now they're free to blame and complain the other person because they're off the hook because they delegated it, right? Delegation, when you delegate, you're still responsible for the final product. You're still responsible. You have somebody else working it for you, but you're still the one responsible that it comes out and gets done right. The next one, which leads into where we were going today, time management. Okay, number 8. And then number 9 is people development. You know, if you want to be successful in this world, you're going to have other people involved. That's all there is to it. And the better you can become at people development and developing them, the better, the more successful you're going to be. So those 9 things, awesome. And like I said, number 8, time management, right into what we were talking about today. And so what we were talking about today in the time management thing was sort of like, you know, what do you do with your week? I mean, how are you running your business or your life for that matter? Are you just, you know, taking things as they come? Are you, you know, sort of like rolling with the punches kind of a thing? And that's, you know, these are all sort of, you know, going with the flow. These are all sort of like, you know, cool terms and they sound all great and awesome, right? But what they really come down to is haphazardness. You have no plan. Shit's happening to you. That's where that phrase, I guess, shit happens comes from. Because yeah, shit's happening to you left, right, and center, and the best you could do, you know, is keep getting knocked down and getting back up again and trying to take a step forward while all this stuff is happening. When you create a plan, when you have a time management system, that is where you're able to dodge the bullets, so to speak, and be able to continue forward on your path without getting punched in the side of the head or kicked in the face or knocked down and having to get back up and get set back and do all of those things, because you have an organized plan that takes all of the haphazardness out of the equation. Doesn't take it all out of the equation. The haphazardness is still going to happen, but when you can quantify it into a specific time frame or a time block on a certain day or something like that, you know what? Hey, let all the haphazardness that happened for the last 2 days pile up, and I can deal with it today during these hours, and boom, and the rest of the time I can be focused on doing the things that I need to do to be successful and move forward. And that obviously one of the key elements to success. John, you want to take it for a second?
Yes, actually, that's pretty awesome. I'm going to have to go back and listen to Jeff Street's success call. And it's too bad I missed it this morning, because I love when that happens, when, you know, something that you want to talk about, something you want to share with others, and it just seems to just come to you. That's like the perfect intro for what we want to talk about today. I don't want to kind of reiterate too many things that you just went over, because I'd really like to move forward. We've got very little time. Yeah. But it's that time management is really what we were going to focus on today. And that's so critically important, is that you have kind of a routine and a structure to your days, so that you're not just going through each and every day, as Paul said, haphazardly. There's a plan and an order. So rather than, I guess, shit happening, you can go out there and make shit happen. Big difference there. I'm going to just toss it over to Paul, because I have a million things I want to say, but he's got some really great content that he's going to get into here.
I love the what you just said there. Instead of letting shit happen, I'm going to go out and make shit happen. That's the difference right there. That's what it's all about. You know, you can either be a victim or you can go out and make shit happen. So what we talked about months ago, and this was something that came to me in one of my early morning universal enlightenment session with just me in the bed. That's what happens for me. And it just popped into my brain, came from who knows where, but I sort of came up with a plan for how to, you know, sort of run your week. And not necessarily, and you can use this plan, and you can break it down even further into specific time blocks of the day, but just the general overall, you know, what is kind of each day of the week for. So, okay, I can actually establish, you know, a certain parameter for each day of the week. And here's how it works. Basically, first of all, you throw out the word weak, because we're not weak, we are strong. And we're talking now no longer about a week, we're talking about a strong session. All right. So we begin every strong session on a new op day, which that's the day that falls between Sunday and Tuesday. We won't say what that word is, because that goes along with week, out the door, out the window, gone forever. So every strong session begins with a new op day. And new op day stands for what? New opportunity day. Well, what's the best way to figure out, what is a new opportunity? And that's to be organized. All right. So new opportunity day is organization day. So every new op day, you spend, the bulk of your day. Now, like we talked about, you can always time block out, maybe, and this is fully understandable because it's like this in our business. Monday is a day when that, universal crap comes flying in from left field, right field. The you get submarined by it. I mean, it comes from everywhere because on Friday, everybody quit early and nothing got done. So nothing got done for 2 more days, and now it's new op day again. And now all of a sudden, all this shit's got to get done. So everybody, all the stuff that the rest of the world didn't do, like they should have last session, now is going to come getting flying in on you and getting dumped on you on new op day. Well, you know what? Hey, do your dumping. I don't care. I got business to take care of, and that's getting organized. All right. So new op day is organization day. Then, John.
I'm just going to throw in what you said there, though. That's not us, those people Paul just talked about, because we're not procrastinators. And really, quite honestly, we're not wage earners. We're people that want to make the most of every day. So because the world goes to sleep Friday until Monday morning, is kind of the reason why Mondays seem to be the heap of shit festivals, where everything kind of gets thrown on your plate, and maybe all the Murphy's Law concept, what can go wrong will go wrong. Well, whatever can go wrong always seems to go wrong on I'll use the word, which me and Paul are eliminating, a Monday, which is why we want to eliminate that word Monday and start our week or our session now with a new op day, to start changing our mindset with the words we use. That's kind of why Paul is using those, what would seem for the most people, kind of funny words or different ways of describing the week and the days of the week. But yes, new op day is the perfect day for organization. And that basically means, plan your new op day to kind of just organize everything from the last couple days and build your plan and organize yourself for the upcoming session, which leads us to Tuesday, day 2, which is
Creation Day. Creation Day. You just got organized on Monday, right? You have a plan. You got this whole session lined out, all the things that you need to get done, right? Going to be things that you need to create in order to make those things happen. So today is the day that you sort of prepare, get everything ready for the big show kind of a thing, to get out there, like John said, and to go make shit happen. Today is the day that you create all the tools that you need to be successful for the rest of the session. And then Wednesday is, and I forget the name that I put on this day, but Wednesday is
Preparation Day.
Huh?
I believe you entitled it Preparation Day. Personal Preparation
Day. Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you. Preparation Day. So here's the thing. This is a unique day. And some of you are going to get blown away by this because you're like, I can't do that. Preparation Day it has nothing to do with work. Preparation Day is what you probably now waste your Saturday on. Okay? Because Preparation Day is the day, it's a personal day. Today is the day for you to prepare your own personal life during the week when everybody else is working, so you don't have to go stand in the line with everybody else on Saturday, and you can actually get your shit done in a timely manner, and you can go out and do all the things that you need to do, your banking, your shopping, all those things, whatever it is, a long list, get your hair done, your nails done, whatever it is that you've got to get done, you can get all that stuff done on Preparation Day on Wednesday. It's your personal preparation day. Now you're good now to go all the way through the rest of the week, the rest of the session, and the culmination of the session, which is the celebration, and get back into a brand new op day next session and a creation day. And then here you get back to Wednesday, which is the preparation day, which is all about you being able to, get your life in order. so that your personal situations are off the plate, because those two can really be huge business disruptors, is when your personal life things come into play from out of the blue. Those can be another pile that's coming in on new op day. So that's a big thing, is to get all that stuff off the plate on Wednesday. And the beautiful thing about doing it on Wednesday, like I said, number one, all the businesses are open during regular business hours, which basically some of them aren't on the Saturdays. It makes it very, very difficult. You waste a lot of time. Everything's open. You can go out, you can get it done, you can make it happen, and nobody else is out there doing it. So you don't have to stand in the lines that you would normally have to do when you're running with the herd. John?
I can't agree more, because if you could spend a weekday, as they call it, but Paul and I like to call them strong days. The average person, they do all their personal preparation stuff, like Paul said, on a Saturday. And just to reiterate what he means by, preparation days, like this is the day to maybe sit down and make sure all your bills are current. You got to get some shopping or some errands done. You got to make some deposits and withdraw some money from the bank. I'm not going to sit here and rattle off a million things, but I think you get the point that we're trying to make here about preparation day. And the great thing about doing this as entrepreneurs, which is what we are, having this day fall on a Wednesday rather than a Saturday, well, we're eliminating 90% of the, dealing with 90% of the population. And you're going to make a phone call to pay your credit card bill, and there's going to be a lesser wait time because you don't have all the weekend warriors out there trying to cram their personal life in on a weekend, or doing your errands at the store, or even doing some banking mid-afternoon. So that's why, I think preparation day on a Wednesday is it's just kind of a perfect way to kind of structure your sessions here, which leads us to days 4, 5, and 6. Thursday, Friday, Saturday being production days. These are the days now to kind of put the organized plans and the things you created into play. And this is the day you go out there and you're really producing results in your business, whatever that business may be. And then Sunday, the final day of the session, would be, if you've gone through and you've done all these steps and you weren't haphazard this week and you got things done and you just spent the last 3 days before celebration day being productive, well, guess what? You earn yourself a big old celebration. And this day's really all about, this is the day you have the time to do what it is you want to do. You don't have to think about your business. You've already got all your personal errands and bills paid and all your banking done on Wednesday. And you can just really relax, really just take it all in and get yourself reset. And there's an important reason why you want to reset yourself. Just to get yourself clear and ready for the upcoming session, you need kind of a day to kind of just turn it off so you can be more effective the following day. The statistics show if you're working nonstop every single day, you'll actually begin to become less productive. Your body, your mind just needs a break, and that's what Celebration Day is all about. So I'm going to toss it back over to Paul, because we're just about out of time. We actually are out of time, and we got through it.
We're over time again. I don't know how this time flies so fast on these things. It's crazy.
But we got through it. So go ahead, Paul. Close us out and your final thought, please.
I just want to throw in a couple more words. You said that Thursday, Friday, Saturday were production days. You can also call them action days. These are the days you take action and you create production and you make things happen. And an interesting thing about that, like we talked about, especially the second one, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, right? Friday, everybody else is stalled out doing nothing, and you're the one making things happen. You're a standout. And Saturday as well too. This is a day when you're still making things happen, and especially if you're dealing with the public, you're catching them at their best when they actually have some time. So, or they think they have some time. And then I want to add in too for the celebration day. 3 things that John talked about there. You can actually throw a couple of words in there. Sunday being celebration day to celebrate, also relaxation day and rejuvenation day. So like I said, 2 things that we can add in there. And with that, oh universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire, and that end being more celebration days, because it's all about time. That's your time day. And you know what? You want to turn the one celebration day into 6 celebration days, and then you can squeeze all those other days into one day. All right, everybody. See you back here on, how about New Op Day? Yeah.